Alrighty, hello NFT folks, and welcome back to Anorak NFT YouTube channel after a couple months hiatus. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of talk on Twitter and in different Discord channels about the pack evaluations for NBA Top Shot. So I wanted to release a video kind of describing the history of returns on packs and how the expectations of them were somewhat distorted during the run-up of February and March for Top Shot. And make sure, as always, to comment below as to how wrong you think I am, or some of the points that you agree with, or maybe some of the things that I just left out. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, now before we get started today, let's take a look at this video's sponsor, Codadot, the carbonless NFT movement. Codadot is rolling out an NFT infrastructure parachain Meta Prime network on the low-carbon blockchain Kusama network in order to build a community-owned carbon-negative NFT marketplace. This marketplace is where artists can offset their mints and make the planet a healthier place. Codadot users will be able to support high-quality pro-climate projects like forestation via the purchase of carbon offset credits. Look for the carbonless tag on Codadot hosted NFTs to know they are contributing to a healthier planet. Now, many of us in the NFT space are people who are constantly using the Ethereum blockchain via transactions. So make sure to check out Codadot on Twitter at Codadot, and also their website here where they explain the carbonless NFT movement in more detail. Thank you to our sponsors, and now let's get to the video. First, let's look at NBA Top Shot. Here's my collection today. I actually just posted on Twitter. If you don't already follow me, make sure to go follow me on Twitter. I'm much more active there than here on YouTube. As you can see, I have a picture of the golf course earlier today, and then also NBA Top Shot lifted their cooldown period, which is the amount of time in between transactions of buying or listing your items, which just within the last few days I was vocal on Twitter about how that was kind of hindering my participation. So I bought a bunch of Trae Young moments today. The Hawks just last night clinched their first playoff berth in a while, I believe, maybe since the Paul Millsap era. But anyway, they clinched their first playoff berth behind a near triple-double from Trae Young. Posted a stat line here, 33, 8, and 9 from Trae Young. And the marketplace was pretty much dead around it, which I thought was insane. So I went out and I was able to buy all of these moments. You can see here within just a couple minutes. Previously, over the last couple weeks especially, you had to wait, sometimes a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it may be, to have consecutive transactions on the marketplace. So for someone like myself who wants to go in and buy in bulk really from the marketplace, or even turn around and sell in bulk, you have to sit down and you have to commit hours and hours. I mean, with 5-minute transactions, this isn't all that I bought from Trae Young pictured here. I bought probably 10 to 15 additional of these Series 2 base moments here. And if I wanted to do that up until today, over the last couple weeks, I mean, it would have taken me probably 3 hours to do so with the cooldown period, which I just don't have time to sit down and buy every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes. That's too much of a time commitment. So I was able to get in there today, snipe a bunch of deals. I don't understand why more people weren't buying. However, there's been a lot of concerns around the packs and the way that the market is valuing packs. Now, for the newer people, and when I say newer, I mean people who were here, where are we at? So people who joined in Top Shot from, February 10th to now, really. The people who were not here prior to February, we got this little run up here towards the end of January when a lot of people, this is, gambling Twitter finding out about it. And then this is Brian Windhorst's article on the ESPN app homepage. And then everyone talking about it from NBA on TNT with Shaq and Charles and all those guys. And all of the announcers, teams, players getting involved. So people who joined in this area here, the only thing they know is packs are an instant return on your investment, right? So when Top Shot drops packs, and there's thousands and thousands of people waiting in the queues to potentially score one of these packs, they're used to being able to instantly resell that for, or the moments inside of those packs, regardless of what you pull for, 5, 10, 15 times what you paid for it, which has never been the case in the history of Top Shot. And when I say history of Top Shot, I mean dating back to when the marketplace first launched, before there was even a sales history on any of these items, all the way back in August. From August all the way until this point in January, pack or the estimated value on packs was negative. Unless you hit on a superstar player or an awesome mint number, something of those sorts, more times than not, your pack value was negative. So what people would do, and this is also before, you were only able to get one pack. So they would release thousands of packs. There's only like 50 to 100 of us buying, if that. And we would just buy tons of packs. So if they would drop MGLE packs or Meagle packs, however you want to phrase that, if they were to drop metallic gold packs on the marketplace for $24 a pop, you weren't even guaranteed to make your money back off one single pack. So what people would do would buy, 5, 10 to 30 packs. Shout out Luigi. Luigi was always going in on those packs like crazy. And then, you would just hope that in one of those 10 packs, you would spend $240, priced at $24 a piece back then. You would spend $240 in hopes that those extra packs would give you a added chance of hitting on one of these awesome moments, right? We would buy all those packs in hopes of hitting on something, but you are never guaranteed anything. You might spend $240 and you're left with all these moments that are valued, less than $10 a piece. At that point in time, the lower level players of the MGLE editions for Series 1, you could buy them for $7. So if you opened a pack for $24 and you got someone like a Vucevic or, someone of lower, I'm sorry, Nicola, if you're watching this, I don't mean to pick on any single players, but Tomas Satoransky, some of these guys who just aren't as sought after, they're not as bigger tier players. You would spend $24 on a pack, you would get 4 or 5 base moments, 1 MGLE, and if you hit on one of those guys who wasn't a superstar player, they would be valued at $9, $7, $12, and then you have these base moments that, even Paul George's base moment was less than $2 for the longest time. So you're sitting on a stack of moments that has no real collector base established yet, and it's just all speculation, right? It's just people hoping stuff goes up. Luckily for myself and a lot of people, it paid off, as you can see from this graph. But look at this flat line. I mean, we're doing $2,000, $3,000 of daily volume. Look at this. This is insane. And this doesn't include pack purchasing, but, $7,000. Right now, MGLE, a Series 1 MGLE, this is like the average price, right? Like $5,000, something like that. And that's what we were doing in a total day. And I would love if there's numbers of buyers here. I don't think there is. Oh, here we go, month by month. Unique buyers, like look at this. So there's 313 in a month. This isn't even a day. In a month, there's 313 unique buyers, and I'm telling you right now that 30% of this is probably from multiple accounts, because back then multiple accounts were not only allowed, but they were encouraged by NBA Top Shot team and Dapper Labs. Why? Because it boosted their user ratings without actually adding any new users. So it was always encouraged. Nowadays, it's complete taboo, and people like myself and a lot of the older market participants in NBA Top Shot in terms of length of involvement, not necessarily age, but the older, the OG collectors, whatever you want to call us, we all had multiple accounts and we would complete multiple challenges. So unique buyers, I'm telling you right now, 313, that's not unique people, that's unique accounts. And out of 313, I would say probably 75 to 100 of those buyers are from multiple accounts. But regardless, so we keep going here. Month by month, we get a little bit more. And now we're starting to see this trend break for the first time. We hit our peak in March, and now we're on our way down. So what does this trend mean? Well, with more and more packs coming into the marketplace, which I'm going to touch on here in a second, you now are seeing less buyers come to the marketplace. And this is 2 months now. So, May, we're less than halfway through May, and we are over halfway to this April numbers. So we should clip April, especially with NBA playoffs coming up, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. I expect we'll probably be over 120,000 unique buyers. However, getting back to the pack discussion, so now we're starting to see packs repeat this history of you're not necessarily guaranteed a 100% return, or I guess a 500% return on your investment. You know, Cool Cat packs are selling for $14 a pop, and the Cool Cat moments themselves were going for like what, $300. So you're just getting instant profit, and that was the gold rush of sorts that we experienced in this time span here, from the middle of February to the middle of March, end of March. It was this giant gold rush of people coming into NBA Top Shot. Now we're starting to see that people either understand the market better or they're losing interest. And by understanding the market better, I'm saying that people aren't necessarily FOMOing into these pack drops right off or the moments from the packs right from the initial drop. We're starting to see people that are getting more involved in the market. They're understanding that they don't need to buy right away. You know, they can wait. If they don't like the moments, there's going to be new ones coming out, because for the longest time, NBA Top Shot could not even release packs. So during this giant boom of market activity, we are all trading Series 1 moments that all had, you know, out of 200, depending on the rarity of base or, you know, rare or legendary, whatever they were. You know, we were all trading those Series 1 moments, and they're very limited. So we were all trading these very limited Series 1 moments. And now as we move into Series 2, there's just this giant added supply of what's being traded. So it's driving the price of individual moments down, even though we're still seeing, you know, the transactions have remained largely the same through this, people want to call it a dip. We're still sitting at close to the same amount of transactions. We're over 1 million transactions every single month. However, you can see that the average price paid for these moments is dropping. And the reason being is more supply is getting released into the marketplace. And this is something that Dapper Labs has always remained consistent on, that they want to have packs available for people whenever they sign up to NBA Top Shot. Because right now, that is the main source of activity for users. It's getting packs, it's ripping it open, it's the excitement of seeing what you have. There's people with entire YouTube streams dedicated to pack openings. You know, not even Top Shot, but traditional card moments as well. And traditional collecting, you know, cardboard sports cards and everything like that, you're not guaranteed a 5x on your packs. Otherwise, people would literally be killing each other to get their hands on those packs. So now we're seeing sort of a market rebalance, which is most certainly needed. I mean, look at this. This is the last thing you want as a project in beta, is people coming to your platform and getting absolutely burnt on stuff. Because if they lose money, they're going to tell their people or their friends, their family, FNBA Top Shot. If they're influential people on social media, they're going to be all upset about it and talk negatively about your product, which we've been seeing a lot lately. So what you want is a nice balanced marketplace for new entrants to get involved in, and you need to have this avenue of excitement via pack openings, pack purchases for people that are coming in, to give them a way to experience your product. The estimated value of packs, yes, it's negative, but that does not mean that Top Shot is dying, because I'll show you right now. Here are my Lace 'em Up legendary moments that I purchased, what was this, October? I think we bought these packs, got released in like October and November of 2020. They were, I think, the last legendary packs of Series 1. So these packs cost $230, and you can see as recent as 4 months ago, I sold a Markelle Fultz moment out of this pack for $99, Langston Galloway, $99. So at this price point, if I would have sold off everything at market value at this point in time, I would barely be breaking even on these Lace 'em Up packs. You have to have players like Langston Galloway involved. First, let me preface this, because the dumbest argument I see from NBA Top Shot collectors and users in the space is that, well, you need to make all of the featured moments in the rare packs all-star players, and that's the only way people want to collect them, is if they're all-star players, which is absolute bullcrap, because the only reason people want to collect the superstar players is because there's a finite amount of them per pack drop. So you need to have these different tiered players in order to make the top tier that much more valuable. Because if it's always going to be Luka, LeBron, Giannis, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, whoever you think is the top of the cream of the crop here in the NBA, Embiid, all these guys, if you always have them for legendary drops, they're going to get diluted. If you look at Giannis, the best example of this is the Giannis MVP cards. And when the MVP cards first came out, we treated them like packing peanuts. And by we, I mean the 100 collectors in Top Shot that were collecting moments at this time. We treated the Giannis MVP moments literally as just a filler, and you would get them in like MGLE packs or whatever it was, and we were just dumping them, right? It was just a way to try and break even on your packs. These things have not always been a instant return. You've always, well, I should say, historically speaking, buying packs was always a gamble. It's what made it so exciting, because when you hit on something that was awesome, the excitement involved, the amount of euphoria that you felt when you opened all these packs and it was filled with all these garbage players. I can't tell you how many Landry Shamet cards, or Shamet, however you pronounce it. I can't tell you how many of those MGLE cards I got before I hit on a LeBron MGLE or a Luka one, stuff like that. And it just makes getting a LeBron and a Luka that much more exciting, that much more valuable, is that you go through all these different packs, opening absolute garbage, and then you hit on something that's special. And the rarity behind that is what makes the thing special. It's what makes those LeBrons, those Lukas so sought after. It's the rest of the garbage in the pile. So that is my outlook on packs. The reason you buy a pack should be adding to your collection, whether you hit on something big or not. It's also just the most fun part about NBA Top Shot is opening packs. It's what I missed the most. I put out a graphic on Twitter recently. So here is the list of packs that I bought in 2020. I was averaging, from August through December, I was averaging 82 packs a month. I was opening 82 packs a month. Someone said, I commented on this post from Steph Pseudo. Shout out to the Pseudo sisters. They're both amazing in the Top Shot space. And she said, how do you feel about it? I said, it's not fun for me anymore. All the stuff that was fun about Top Shot in the early days, it was trading. There's tons of OTC deals. You were able to have multiple accounts, complete multiple challenges. Obviously the cooldowns that I touched on, and you can't get packs. The most fun thing about Top Shot to me is getting packs. So now this person said, how can you still not get packs? There's weekly base packs. Well, you get one base pack per week. You get 3 moments in the base pack. How much fun is that? It's there and gone within 10 seconds of getting the pack, right? So I was getting 82 packs a month, and you can see the financial breakdown here. Here is the metallic gold that I just went absolutely ham on. Here's some of the playoff editions, $26, $29, and the legendary packs, which are now retailing at $1,000 from Top Shot. At one point, they were $230. So the other part of this is Top Shot raising the price of packs to meet consumer demand. And when they first came out with these increased prices, they went from $230 to $999 per legendary pack, right? I mean, a 3x on pack costs. MGLE packs, I think they're now $199. Is that what they are? I believe they're $199 or $299. They just released another rare pack for $149, but you can see how the prices of those packs have gone up. So now, are we going to see NBA Top Shot lower the price of these packs to meet the estimated value, the estimated return on these packs? Well, we'll have to wait and see. I don't expect them to. I think that, like a lot of other things in society, that once stuff is raised, or once a policy is kind of changed, you probably won't see prices return to that level. Over. We'll wait and see. But anyway, point being is I miss these days. This was the best. I would sit back Friday, Saturday night, pour myself a glass of whiskey, kind of kick it, watch some Netflix, drink some whiskey, open some packs. It was the best. I had so much fun doing it. I spent just under $15,000 on packs, and it was a blast. I wish I could go back to that time, but I will take the returns for now in substitute of the excitement for now, because I do miss NBA Top Shot. I miss it a lot. The golden days of Top Shot. So when it comes to the estimated returns on the packs, or I guess the contents inside of said packs, basically from February through March, the prices were blown out of proportion. A lot of that was because Top Shot could not release packs as quickly as they wanted to. They were, overwhelmed with the influx of new users, and they had to focus their attention and the small workforce that they had to focus that elsewhere on supporting the website, customer support, withdrawals, things of that nature. Also, it came down to the supply of packs, right? So going off that, the supply of packs and new moments coming onto the marketplace was few and far between. It left thousands or hundreds of thousands of new users clamoring for the newest potential moments, or the newest moments on the marketplace. And then finally was people just not understanding how much future supply was coming down the pipes. They weren't around to understand that Dapper always wanted to release new packs. That was always their goal. So people were constantly kind of climbing over each other's heads to reach the new shiny object. Now we always have a new shiny object coming onto the scene. Also, Dapper has raised the prices of these packs. So they've gone from $24 to $200 and $230 to $1,000, which definitely impacts the return on your investment. Will that change? We'll have to wait and see. And also, how will Series 2 moments be valued moving forward into the future? That we'll also have to wait and see on. But until then, everyone, thank you for tuning in, and make sure to stay nifty in the NFT space.